Good evening, audience. This is Stan Matthews on the Matthews Broadcast. Welcome on this Monday, the 27th of February, 2017. We're 2 days away from March the 1st, and it feels like spring already. I know that we all enjoyed this spring-like weather this past weekend, and many of us just left Valentine's Day. It's time to focus on Easter already, and so that's a wonderful feeling this time of year, and we hope that everyone had a great weekend. We hope that everyone had a restful and blessed weekend, and we have a great show here in the Empowerment Broadcast set up for you. Some great new things are happening in the Matthews Broadcast and the UBA community, the Inner Circle community, and we will be sharing those as we go along. First and foremost, we always want to make sure that we take care of some housekeeping business. That housekeeping business, first and foremost, is that we remind you that you are a world changer, but nothing changes until you change it. All of you were gifted with special blessings and special gifts, and we want you to use those gifts and those blessings in every way to be a blessing to someone else. The other thing that we like to make sure that we have you burn into your psychology is that we are responsible for each other. And so our first and foremost priority is to make sure that we're investing positive feelings, positive thoughts into the minds, hearts, and spirits of others. I was yesterday at the open house of the Passaic County Islamic Council. And that group is a wonderful, wonderful group. And what I was sharing with them is that very few people know about the Islamic Center of Passaic because they haven't made themselves known. And so we need to share with each other. We need to fellowship with each other and make sure that we're community. And so we remind you what our poet laureate Maya Angelou shared with us. And that is that people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but people will never, ever forget how you made them feel. So take the time to invest in making someone feel like you would want to feel, respected, honored, loved. As we go forward as a community, one of the major issues that we must address is this perceived lack of wealth. This perceived lack of wealth. But I'm here to tell you that urban communities in the United States of America last year commanded a purchasing power of $3.4 trillion. If you add up the combined wealth of the African American community, $1.2 trillion, and you added up the combined wealth and purchasing power of the quote-unquote Hispanic community, which is another $1.8 trillion, and then you add in the East Asians and North Asians and the Native Americans, it comes to about $1.4 trillion come through $3.4 trillion come through our hands. So we are an extremely wealthy people, but our wealth is unorganized. And so it is the goal of this broadcast to bring together wealth creators in our own community, leaders in our own community that you'll hear from in just a second, so that collectively we can use that organized wealth to do what we must do for ourselves: beautify our communities, make our families more wealthy, have better schools for our children, create hospitals for ourselves. No hero named Trump or anything else is coming to save urban America. We not only can save ourselves, we have the wealth to do it regardless of what anyone else does. So the challenge in this generation is not the challenge of freedom as it was in the 15th, 16th, and 17th and 18th centuries, nor is it civil rights, which was the challenge of the 20th century. The imperative for urban America, black, brown, and yellow and red America now, is the imperative for wealth. We must organize and leverage our own wealth Collectively, we have to practice what Maulana Karenga called Ujamaa, cooperative economics. So if I don't have it today, myself, and I have something very important that I need to get done, then you may have it, my brother may have it, my image Dr. Cornelius may have it, and so I just need to hold on to this dollar for a minute, Cornelius, take care of my business, and then it's your turn next, all right? So we have to practice that cooperative economics and let those dollars go around to achieve what we need to achieve. And when you hear from the chairman of the Urban Business Association, my friend Jerry Moultrie, nobody practices this and speaks this and believes this more than he. And I can tell you that you'll enjoy hearing from him, because it is his clarion call to have dollars circulate in urban America, urban New Jersey. And this is why he and a colleague of his, Keith Broadway, founded the organization Urban Business Association. You'll hear from that. So let me finish by saying this and bring our guests into this discussion. Money can't solve all of our problems, Cornelius.
That's right.
But it can solve our money problem. You follow me, Anthony? It can't solve all of our problems, but it can solve our money problem.
For sure.
And that's a problem worth solving, right?
Yes, sir.
The great thing is that we have it and we just have to organize it. And so we thank our Creator for the generations past, and we thank them for their contributions. The song that they sang as they marched, "We Shall Overcome." But in the 21st century, that's not the song we sing. We sing DJ Khaled, and he says all we do is win, win, win. And that's all we're going to do here. So as we start the broadcast, I want to welcome our co-host for the first time this evening, Miss Tiara Jackson, the owner of Gifted Sweet Hair Salon in Clifton. And I'm so happy to have her, and speaking to the millennial generation to my right. So we're going to hear from millennials now. And welcome Mr. Anthony Hilbert from Call Magnet, which is a technology company that shows us how to market ourselves and to use technology to do lead generation, identify prospects that can help our business to grow. We're also joined with another featured guest, Mr. Lindsey Tynes, who is a vocalist who I've known for a long time. His company, LF Productions, is his own company. He's debuting a CD of his own, and so we want to welcome Lindsey as well.
Thank you.
So I just want to warn you guys, Miss Tiara has some very piercing questions she's about to fire at you. So I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to hear her, and I want you to answer her questions so that our audience could know how best to support you. So Tiara, if you would fire away with your questions.
Sure. So I guess we're starting with Mr. Lindsey.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the name of your business or organization?
Melody Smith Corporation.
Nice.
The Melody Smith Corporation. Melody is the sounds that we make. This is the most prominent part of the music when we sing, and the business is the business part. So.
Awesome. So what is the unique value that your business or organization has?
It has the power to encourage the whole nation to sing along. It's music that's really good for any gospel venue that you might want to that comes up. So that's pretty much it.
Nice. So who is your great referral for your business?
Well, Mr. Stanley Matthews.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Stanley Matthews, the promotions. He promotes me.
Awesome. So what would you like to offer our audience in return for their support?
The CD.
The CD, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or the MP3.
Love to hear it. Awesome.
That's right.
So what is your web address, Facebook? Where can we reach
I'm
you?
not online.
Okay.
I'm not online.
Well, you can't say that in the
you have-
21st century.
I know.
Yeah, you have to get you on Facebook.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we can get your music out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mr. Anthony, how you doing today?
Great.
So what's the name of your business and organization?
Call Magnet.
Awesome. And what is your unique value that you bring?
Well, the unique value that we bring to the community, especially local business, we create SEO marketing services for local business.
Awesome.
But what we do, we use video because video is the future today.
Absolutely. Everything is visual.
From
Yeah.
the tiny kids to
Yep.
the adults, everyone
Mhm.
is on YouTube, searching in Google, and that's what we do. We work through Google, mainly organic search.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. So who is your referral? Who is your ultimate referral?
Well, after God,
Yes.
which is the first. First, I would say I want to give thanks to a gentleman who really helped me along this path, really. His name is Dr. Fanja. And I really started out doing SEO for his company, Dakita247.com. It's a telemed service. And I would say that would be my recommendation.
Awesome. So what would you like to offer our audience in return for their support?
Well, today on my website, on the home page, there's a free PDF. It's all about local marketing for all the business sector,
Awesome.
and it's a free download to give you more insight on what is offered.
Awesome. Yeah, I have to check that out. Just
Yes.
as being a business owner myself, marketing is so important. So yeah.
The service that I offer is a little unique from the average Google AdWords service.
Okay, tell us
And
about
pretty
it.
much how it works is called PPC, not PPC that most people are used to, but PPC as in pay per call. So pretty much instead of spending money on like an AdWords campaign that doesn't bring a lot of guarantee, you pay for each click, each impression.
Right.
In my service, you pay only for the service, the calls that you get are the website impressions. So it's pay per call or pay per clicks for the website.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how can we get in touch with you? What's your web address? Facebook? Are you on? Well, you have. I'm sure you're on Facebook and social
Yeah.
media.
You can find me in callmagnet.com.
Okay.
Our Facebook.com/callmagnet, YouTube. Go to my YouTube, subscribe.
Nice. Awesome.
And we'll be having this segment up on our YouTube channel, the Stan Matthews broadcast, very shortly, and we'll be sharing with our whole Urban Business Association family, affiliates, and friends all around the state what Call Magnet does. Now, I want you to repeat for me one more time. Call Magnet does not charge like Google. How does it charge? I think you have a unique pricing model that small companies can afford. So repeat for us how Call Magnet charges.
So it's a one-time setup fee to start with Call Magnet. After that, you pay per call. So what we do, we have a call tracking system, because what we also do, we design ads, video ads. So as we send those ads out, we rank them in specific niche. So if you're a plumber, you're a doctor, whatever your business, we will send traffic on Google and YouTube. So let's say you decide that, okay, you want to subscribe for our service. We will take your number or your website, and we will forward the calls to your phone. So instead of our phone ring, your phone ring with a tracking number on top of it.
Now, what does the end user see? So now, because when I'm on YouTube, right, reviewing our videos for the Matthews broadcast, as soon as you turn on YouTube now, you're inundated with commercials.
Right.
So is that what does the end user see? They go on YouTube and all of a sudden, Anthony, this video that Call Magnet has created for the Matthews broadcast pops up, and there's my smiling face telling people to listen.
Well, what YouTube does for our video, it creates authority, meaning that it gives it more ranking on the Google organic search. So we do not do like the paid ads, but we create all the necessary ads in the back end, whether it's for a TV ad, whether it's a radio, whether it's a flyer, all those numbers that are displayed, whether it's on a business card, it tracks also to the customer's telephone number. So we actually rank organically on Google. It's a new thing. It's really
Yeah.
good. Everyone loves video. So let's say you search for let's say medical doctor in your area, and all the keywords are geo-targeted to your specific area.
Right.
So you're getting really good leads for your business. They're not like just leads that are just random. So when you get a call as a business owner, you're getting a call that someone that is in your area searching for your business when they need your service.
Right. That's awesome.
Right.
Nice.
That is.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I wanted you to really clarify that for our audience, and you can tell by the pings that I'm getting. People are definitely interested in that. Let's talk about that a little bit more as we move into our next segment. We want to thank Lindsay Tynes, Lindsay the Voice Tynes,
Yes.
and we want to
you.
thank Mr. Anthony Hilbert of Call Magnet. But before we go to the break, we want to pay some bills. We want to thank those who make this broadcast possible. And so I want to share with our audience those that support us and ask that you support them. First and foremost, the Urban Business Association. If you're serious about growing your clientele today, accept no substitutes, join UBA, an organization dedicated to circulating dollars in urban communities all over the state of New Jersey. You can contact UBA at 908-259-5012, 908-259-5012. Nothing says I love you like flowers. You've tried the rest, now try the best. A Rose's Petals, Miss Carolyn Joe at 640 Broadway in Patterson. The number there is 973-742-5333, 742-5333. Carolyn Joe is a great friend of the broadcast and also an Urban Business Association member. We just had a fantastic celebration of love on Valentine's Day, and as we move towards Easter, we want you to remember again, you've tried the rest, now try the best. The Rose's Petals, they do a great job for our community. Mr. G's Restaurant, where good friends meet, greet, and eat. Mr. G, Russell Grady, is at 455 East 18th Street in Patterson, 973-782-4020, 973-782-4020. Chez Anye Gifts, Miss Lisa Thompson is the owner. Life is too short, she says, for boring jewelry. So call Chez Anye at 973-653-6333. My image doctor to the right, Mr. Cornelius Hill of Alpha Digital Imaging. You'll see that black card with the camera on it all over town for images that last a lifetime. Call Mr. Cornelius Hill at 973-818-3020, 973-818-3020. And a new friend, one of my East Orange homeboys, Mr. Barry Carter of Carter Catering, for taste that lasts a lifetime. You can reach Barry at 973-960-0394, 973-960-0394. And so those are the people who make sure that this broadcast occurs. They are the people who support and sponsor us in everything we do. And as we go into the second segment, we want you to stay tuned. This is Stan Matthews and Miss Tiara Jackson, the Matthews Empowerment Broadcast. We will be right back. In the Matthews Broadcast, I am joined by my man, Super Jerry Moultrie, the chairman of Urban Business Association. And our guests for this second segment are the owners of the Walker and McKinney Funeral Supplies Company. This is a company in Passaic, New Jersey. They are in the business of supplying primarily funeral homes. Am I correct about that? Yes. All right. And they produce all their own supplies internally. Everything that they supply their clients with comes from them. And we are happy to have them in the Matthews broadcast this evening so that they can share with our community and with potential clients who may be listening how they can get in contact with them and how they can benefit from their service. The one thing that we're very clear about in our community, whether we like it or not, death is big business. Am I correct, gentlemen? Yes. You are in the business. I mean, we are assured of three things in urban communities: a church, a liquor store, A funeral home.
Yeah.
So taking care of those who have passed on is big business,
Yeah.
and so we don't want that business leaving our community either. Although it's not a pleasant business necessarily to talk about, it is business, and we do want to get support for Walker and McKinney. So I'm going to turn it over to Jerry, and Jerry is going to ask you guys some questions that are pertinent in how our audience can identify you and how they can support you.
So good evening, guys. First thing is, why don't you tell us the name of your business organization?
The business name is McKinney Walker Funeral Supply.
Great. What about your unique value that you provide to people? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, we make air trays and ship the bodies. We make cremation boxes, which they cremate the bodies. We also make inserts, rental inserts, for the casket for rental service. Yes, and we sell body bags and things like that.
And our niche is that we supply our customers with not just the basic products, but we'll adjust it any way you want. Because most of our customers have been in business long before we even thought about it. They know the business. And they'll tell us, well, is there any way you can make this maybe a half an inch shorter, or that a little longer, or that 2 feet longer? That's where we specialize. We don't retail, we manufacture.
Okay.
And that gives us the advantage of giving our customers the advantage that they can work with.
Okay, it sounds like you focus on your customers. So, one of the things in UBA we try to do is help you, direct you towards referrals. So what would be a good referral for you?
A good referral to us is, again, keeping that particular customer happy, and that word of mouth, he'll let the next person know, they'll let the other people know, and in return, we'll get that business. However, of course, it only takes one mistake. That one mistake will stick with you for now on.
Right.
Yeah.
You can do 99 things right. You do one wrong, and you will hear about it.
That's what you hear about.
That's the one you hear about.
So if there was a customer right now that I wanted to go out and find for you, who would that be?
That would be someone that can appreciate value, because that's what we spend a lot of time on. We check and we recheck anything that goes out because, as I said earlier, that value means a lot to us. In fact, that's part of our logo.
Yes, we stand by what we make, and it's
Where quality prevails.
Quality prevails. That's our logo.
That's part of our logo, yes.
And Jerry, they've already given me a list. They've already said that they want to talk to Cotton Funeral Home.
Okay.
They want to talk to Wiggum.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, yes.
They already do business with Bragg.
We do Braggs and we do Perry's.
They do Perry's,
We
do
do
something with John
Churchman's and
I
So
don't-
you're
is
already
it-
doing with John
yeah,
Houston.
on Houston?
yeah,
Yeah.
we do with them.
Okay.
But I'm sure you wouldn't mind more of his business.
Oh, no,
Got
definitely.
that right.
We deal with them both places, out of Orange and Patterson.
But we would love to
That's
have
what else.
all of his business.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a good personal friend of mine, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you guys connect. As I said to you, I was going to introduce you to the chairman of Urban
Okay.
Business Association, because it is the organization mission and it's a passion of his that we circulate dollars in urban communities.
Mm.
Again, the reason why I recite the statistics at the beginning of every show is not to say that urban communities don't need outside investment from government and also from private sources. But
Right.
when you've got $3.4 trillion of your own, your first problem is how do you get more of that from yourself? And I'm clear, I'm not saying that we don't want or deserve investment from other communities. We do. And so we want to do business with everybody. But if we just held on to 10% of what we spend, even in your business,
Mhm.
there would be a transformation overnight in
Oh,
terms
yes.
of
No
the
doubt.
wealth
Yes.
reality in our communities. Would not be right,
That's
Mr. McKinney?
definitely, yes. And of course, that would enable us to expand, and that way we can reach even a larger population. And just with that in mind, I want to say before I forget, because I'm getting a little older here, but we consider ourselves as being a small enough organization to be personal. You can tell me what you want, and we'll come up with it.
Right.
And we can handle any order you give us. So, you know, we're
not-
that
not-
versatile.
We're
that
not
we can-
limited, you know.
Right.
I mean, if you say you want 100 pieces in a certain time, we can give that to you.
Right.
You know, I mean, we're not really threatened by the big corporations, but you know, they give us problems. You know?
Well, yeah,
we weathering the storm.
Mhm.
We weathering the storm.
And you've been in business how long?
5 years.
So you got another half a decade to, and
Exactly,
you'll
to
be
get
at a
together.
decade, another half, and you're there.
God willing, yeah, we're gonna get it together.
Well, I have no doubt. You come highly recommended. Those businesses that you already deal with that we're aware of speak highly of you and would recommend you. So obviously, you're heading in the right direction. You obviously know the business very well. I've had a chance to visit their workshop in Passaic. And everything is made right there on hand with the highest quality. They showed me some of the molds, some of the models that they
Right.
use. By the way, where are those things made? Where do you get those from?
We get those from a manufacturer. It's called die cut.
Mhm.
So they make die cuts for cardboard.
Mhm, mhm.
So they're designed. You know, those are personal design. There.
And you and then once you purchase it, you can use that.
Yes,
To make
that's
your
what
other
cuts our
supplies.
design. And cuts our design. That's a personal die cut for us.
for the cardboard.
Yeah, for
For
the
the
cardboard.
All
Yeah,
right.
we also have our names on everything that we make too. You know,
So you understand branding.
yes.
Nothing goes out without
Yeah.
Walker McKinney on
No,
there.
don't go out without walking.
You don't brand the body.
No.
Yeah, the outside is brand. Yeah,
You want to send that back to God the way it came. Right?
Yes, yes.
yeah, but
Well, glad to have you. Audience, we ask that you support Walker McKinney confidently and consistently and enthusiastically. These men do incredible work. And so when that time does come for you or a member of your family, remember the name Walker McKinney. For those who own funeral homes of their own, remember the name Walker McKinney. We're going to be talking to Miss Carolyn Wiggum of Wiggum Funeral Home on their behalf and others. And we'll hope that our chairman will ask John to give him just a little bit more than he does now at the Houston Cushney Funeral Homes. And we want to thank them for spending a little bit of their night. We ask you now to join us at the reception that we're going to be having at the IHOP in Patterson, right there on the first floor. Underground parking is free and secure. We have other members of UBA that will be there with us, give you a chance to get one-on-one with Brother Moultrie. I'm sure he has a wealth of information, contacts to share, as do I, and I'm sure you guys do as well. So we break bread together and look to circulate the business by giving each other referrals. So before we sign off this evening, as we usually do, audience, we always remind you there are two types of people in the world, dreamers like you and dream killers. Embrace the first and run like heck from the second. Your light, your candle loses nothing when it lights another. So be a blessing to someone else this evening and tomorrow. And one thing's for certain, we'll be back in the Matthews broadcast tomorrow night because our business is empowerment and enrichment 360 days out of the year. This is Stan Matthews with my great friend Jerry Moultrie from Urban Business Association here in the Matthews broadcast saying good night and God bless. Thank you for tuning into the Matthews broadcast, streaming worldwide at gemsradio.net. and locally at 91.7 FM. Watch us on Facebook Live at gemsradio.net. Join us Monday,